All right, we are live and breaking news. And no one's in here yet. I'll just talk to myself if anybody's rewatching this. We're going to go to 9 SEC games, which means we'll drop Louisville because of money. But we'll talk about that and we'll see who comes in first. I'm looking at my notes to get ready. And, okay. Practice notes. Always have notes as we wait for someone to come in. Hey, what's up, Big Blue Breakdown? Hey, man, what's up? I watched your live, man. You're getting good at it. Yeah, enjoyed your live. I guess we'll talk about the 9 SEC games because that's the breaking news. We are going to 9 SEC games, which means we will drop Louisville because of money, because we will need 3 home games, and we will not be getting them now because Louisville's not going to play in Lexington every year. So I guess we can talk about that. We talk about everything. What's up? Dustin's here. What's up, man? Hey, I know everybody wants to talk about the breaking news tonight. We're going to 9 SEC games. It is official, which means they gave a lot of money. Yes, I don't want to lose Louisville now, but we're going to lose them because we can't. We need 3 home games now, and Louisville's not going to play us every year in Lexington. So that's the end of that. And Louisville's going to want to get rid of it, because they are going to play Georgia and some other people. I mean, they're not going to, yeah. So it's because of money. And I hope our pod, everybody's talking about the pods, and is it going to be? It's probably going to be 3 teams, but it could be 4. Who's it going to be? Maybe they'll throw us a Vanderbilt in there. I hope they do. No, man, I don't think we'll have them every once in a while because that's just we need 3 non-conference games that are winnable games. I think now we'll see. Maybe we'll play them. I mean, we could do a 2-year series. I mean, what the heck? Uh, Maybe we'll see. They're about to get good. Look, Jeff Rom's a good coach. So, but we will see. We'll just have to play anybody now because I don't know what our pod is going to be. I had some other stuff I wanted to talk about. I watched all the videos on all the summer practice interviews this week. I was impressed with some people. Cam Olds impressed me. He made the Senior Bowl senior list. Call my girlfriend. Well, hey man, go. Yeah, come back. Call your girlfriend. Nothing's more important than your girlfriend, Dustin. Always remember that. And yes, tell her you love her. Yeah, what the heck, you know. But no, Big Blue Breakdowns in here. Yeah, hey, welcome if you're just coming in. Of course, we're going to talk about practice, but the big news is we're going to 9 SEC games, which will end pretty much in the Louisville series. And hey, what are you going to do? Oh, well, thank you, Dustin. Well, come on back, man. I'm gonna be on here for at least an hour, probably maybe hour and a half, maybe 2. I mean, it depends on how exciting we get. How much everybody wants to talk tonight. We'll probably do one on Saturday. I'll probably do one since I can't do one on Sunday. Getting closer to the first game. Closer to the first game. Yes, the line has dropped to 7.5, but the point total hasn't dropped, and that's weird. It stayed at 48.5 points for the game, but the lines moved from 12.5 to 7.5, which is a lot of people betting on Toledo. We'll see. Vegas is not stupid; they want you to bet, uh, but no. All right, well, is it just you, Big Blue? Is it just you, brother? Is it just me and you, man? uh, Yes, we will watch the first game right here. Like I said, we'll do it right here. Oh, two Kentucky Blue. What's up, brother? The jitters. Oh, you got the. Don't get the jitters, man. We're just talking here. It's just us. Yeah. Come on in, man. Yeah. The big news, of course, we were sitting here just saying 9 SEC games is official as of tonight. So we will be dropping Louisville, which we'll have to because of money. And game day's coming. Yes, the line has dropped to 7.5, which is weird that the point total has stayed at 48.5, but the lines went from 12.5 when it opened a couple weeks ago to 7.5, which means a lot of people were betting on Toledo, which I'm sure Vegas doesn't care because they're going to win either way. But I mean, look, it'll be a close game. They're going to be able to score on us. Okay, they're not gonna. We're not going to hold them. They're probably going to get 21 on us. I'm looking at something 21, 31, 21, whatever you want to call it. Dustin, do you think there'll be many Toledo fans? Uh, Probably. I mean, if I was a Toledo fan, I'm sure that game's not sold out because it's not a conference game. I mean, yeah, it's not that far of a drive, so there'll be a lot of people. Yeah, just our fans should come and watch because it's going to be an entertaining game. That quarterback, I'm telling you, Brad White gave a press conference today, and they started looking at Toledo, and yeah, they realized the same thing we've been talking about. This guy's good. That receiver is good, and they got one receiver that yeah he could play in the SEC, and it's the air raid and they're going to score on you and you got to be ready. So our defensive backfield cannot leave people uncovered. Of all the games that you're going to leave people uncovered, like last year, don't do it this year because he will. They'll, if we get in a scoring contest with them, we'll lose. So we don't want to do that. In my opinion, I think Brad White feels the same way. Um, and he doesn't seem worried to me. So you know, why worry? Just get in there and and play your game. We're going to play a lot of people a lot harder than them. It's just they run the air raid, and you won't see a lot of people staying in a shotgun the whole game. It's just a unique offense uh, to run everything out of the shotgun. But they are good at it. Yes, Vandross is their wide receiver who's really good, and he mentioned him by name. So hey, yeah, if you watch film on him, he's going to be in the NFL. I think that guy's a good enough quarterback to be a late round pick. Although not playing under center will hurt you, as Tim Couch found out when he went to the Browns. If you remember Tim Couch back in the day, we played the air raid, and then he had to go under center and struggled a little bit. So, but they'll still take him because he's good. We got 6 people. I'm Tom, this is Kentucky Football Nation. Come on in, guys. We're just sitting here talking about the latest of the day. They won't score 21 on Brad White. Now, man, I think they can score. The reason they're going to score is because they just keep throwing it. And they just, I hope they don't score 21, but I think it's going to be 31-21, 38-21. So I think the over under for them on points on FanDuel is 19 and a half. So, I think Vegas thinks they're going to get about 20. So, which will be fine. Like I said, the line has moved down to 7.5, but the point total has stayed at 48.5. So you don't usually see that. When you see a line go from 12.5 to 7.5 and drop 5 points, you just see the point total move, but it hasn't moved. So that just means a lot of people are betting on Toledo because they're trying to win a little money. And hopefully we will not let them. Uh, Kentucky Blue writes Waller, JQ, and Ty are going to have to be locked up. Yes, because that dude Vandross, 31-17, I'll take that. They got 2 wide receivers. And man, that one dude, he's 5'10 and he's got about 4.4 speed. And he will get open. And we can't let him do that. UK for life. Hey, brother, what's up? We will win. Yes, Vegas is saying we will win by 7.5 points, basically a touchdown. But it started out at like 12 points. It started out as 13 points. It's moved down to 7 because people started betting it. So yes, Vegas is saying we are going to win. Yes. Just because it's going to be a close game. And in a close game, of course, they could be wrong. But listen, if we play our game, we should be fine. Their defenses cannot stop the run. I mean, can their linebackers are awful. Their defensive line is smaller than our offensive line is massive. I mean, we should not have a problem with them at all as far as running the ball. Now, they can score and they can score quick and they can score on 1 or 2 plays. So yeah, you can't. Our defensive backfield has to cover the receivers. If you get lost, he's going to find somebody. Just like last year. If you go back and watch my Lenore Sellers, man, twice we didn't cover a receiver and he threw a touchdown. So this guy's a lot better passer than Lenore Sellers. So we really got to be on point in the defensive backfield, or this guy will get us, and we don't want him getting us. I'm sure Chip Trainin will be ready to play. And he's going to want to run the ball. Of course, running out of the shotgun is tough. So, um, but no, I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Come on in, everybody. Speak up. Well, we're going to go to 9 SEC games. It's official as of tonight. We will be playing 9 SEC games. We will be in a pod. And no one knows who our 3 teams will be. There's 3-team and 14 pods. I think it's going to be 3. We'll have 3 or 4 common opponents and then rotate everybody else. Nobody knows who's in whose pod, and we will drop the Louisville game. simply because we need 3 home games, and Louisville's not going to play us in Lexington every year, so we'll have to drop them. Now, pretty much forces your hand because you'll only have 6 home games if you every other year. Yeah, you got to get 7 and 8 home games. It's money now, so yeah, we'll have to drop them. We won't have a choice. So it's a shame. I enjoyed playing Louisville, but I understand why. Come on in, everybody. Um Yep, it's been a good practice session this week. I listened to all the player interviews, and Cam Olds impressed me, the defensive end from Kent State. That dude's smart. Kentucky for life. I watched probably 6 podcasts. We're saying we will only get 4 wins. Listen, man, if you watch podcasts, that's what you're going to get because they're just looking at the line on Vegas. These people that do, they just look at the line. Okay, Indiana, 7.5. I just go through Indiana's schedule. I pick out 7, maybe 8 wins, maybe 6. And look, I know Big Ten football because I just picked their schedule. Well, that's the easiest thing you can do is say we're only going to win. You said 4. There's people saying we're only going to win 3. Most people are saying 3 and 9, and we won't win an SEC game, which once again the power rankings do not say that, but these soothsayers who don't know, they don't know anything about football. Look, they're just trying to get clicks, clickbait. They don't know what they're talking about. um, we'll win 7 games. Well, UK for life, I see 6. I'm hoping for 6. It's going to be tough, but we can do it. Auburn's on the ropes. We don't know if Florida's quarterback's hurt. So, yeah, I mean, there's some teams we can get. So, True Blue, Kentucky, let's see them ride us off. Right. There is no pressure on us. We're house money. We got to win the first game. That's the only pressure. After you win that first game, you're going to get Eastern Michigan and you're going to get Tennessee Tech. That's 3. Now you start getting into who else are you going to get? Who's going to start at quarterback? Well, Bush Hamden already talked about that. Bush Hamden said, I will not play 2 quarterbacks. So that means Zach Calzada is going to start. So, yeah, Zach Calzada is always going to start. He's going to have to mess it up. I mean, I'm not saying Boley won't come in, but no, Zach Calzada, if you listen to what did Bush Hamden say? He will not play 2 quarterbacks. Now, he could be just saying that. I don't think he's lying, but they worked on cadence, verbal commands. There's a lot of play action passes in this offense, a lot of play fakes. You really got to know verbiage. You really got to know the offense. And Zach Calzada has been playing so long. I just think he's probably ahead of Boley in the knowing the playbook. I think that's one reason they got him to run. They need to run this Boise State offense. We have to run this offense, which is a lot of one back sets. And so, yeah, a lot of play fakes, a lot of misdirection. Zach Calzada, even Stoops said he can make all the throws. He can throw it if he has to. He hasn't been showing his arm off in practice, and I don't blame him. Why? They're not going to wear him out. Just like running backs, you haven't seen Seth McGowan, you haven't seen Dowdell in there because they're not going to get them hurt. They were talking about that. Boy, did Bush Hamden say of the running backs, of the 4 running backs, they will tailor the running calls to the skills of whichever back is in the game or backs. So yeah, Carl Miller. Hello, Carl. Nice to meet you, brother. If you haven't subscribed, I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. I think Kentucky won by 2 touchdowns. Well, I hope so. I'll take 1. It's 7.5 in Vegas. I'll take it. I'll take 1. But yeah, this is a tough out team. This is a team that if you do not cover their receivers, they're playing the air raid. This is Tim Couch, Hal Mummy. If you leave somebody uncovered, this quarterback's gonna find him. He will be playing on Sundays. UK for life. 28-10. I think they may get more than 10 on us, brother. I hope not, but yeah, I mean, uh, look, they can't stop the run. There's no reason why we should not win this game. If we turn the ball over, yeah, if we turn the ball over like Pitt did in the bowl game, if you go back and watch my video on how to lose to Toledo, Pitt shows you how to do it. Try to get into a scoring game and turn the ball over, and you'll lose to them. Carl says, I subscribe to your channel. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. We're going to watch the game right here on Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Watch the game right here. So, Wildcat highlights. What's up, brother? Toledo's going to score more than 10. Yeah, Tucker Gleason. Listen, guys, he's going to play in the NFL. They got 2 really good wide receivers. One wide receiver, I cannot believe that somebody did not pay that guy some money. Vandross, number 2. You're going to see him. He's 5'10", but man, he can run a 4.4, and he's friggin' Kendrick Law fast, and he can run routes and catch the ball. So he'll get behind you. So even Brad White brought him up by name. I've been bringing him up by name since I did Toledo a month ago. I knew, okay, that guy is good. So yeah, we gotta our defensive backfield. I mean, this is the air raid. They're going to throw it 40 times, So we'll see what happens. Thomas the bomb. Well, thank you, Kentucky Blue. I appreciate it. UK for life. They have no running game. Yeah, their secondary. Our secondary has to be a point. Yes, we need to run the ball. Carl says, I think Kentucky's going to surprise a lot of them. I think so. 8 games. Well, I'm going to call 6. I think we can win 6. The power rankings say we can win 5. I mean, if you just look at we're ranked ahead of Louisville and Vanderbilt, and we got Toledo, Eastern Michigan, Tennessee Tech. That's 5 games. The numbers say we can win 5, which is why Vegas set the number at 4.5. So yeah, but if we can win 5, we can win 6. We can get Vanderbilt or somebody. We UK Life. We forced him to pass under pressure. Yeah, you know what though? Being in the shotgun, all you got to do is fade back a step. You're already about 7 steps back, and then you step back about 3 more. It's just going to be hard. It's going to be hard, but yeah, we got to get pressure. We cannot let somebody sit back there and just pick us apart. Wildcat highlights. Do they have a running chip train them? Yeah, they're talking about him, and Brad White was talking about a transfer running back from, I don't know, some small school. But yeah, chip train them is good. But they got to run a draw. I mean, basically, out of the shotgun, you're just running a draw. You're just faking a draw every time, and every once in a while, you give it to them. So yeah, they averaged 117 yards rushing last year, which sounds like a lot, but it was like 90th in the country. So yeah, they don't run the ball. Carl Miller wouldn't be surprised me if we upset Georgia. Well, it would surprise me if we upset Georgia, but we had them last year, Carl. We blew it last year. We had them and we punted the ball away with a chance to win the game, and I will never forgive Stoops for that one because that was dumb. But hopefully he will not do it again because he's still a great coach. UK for life. Our edge rushers are supposed to be pretty good. Now, yeah, Cam Olds. He made the list of 3. There's 300 seniors that made the senior list, and we had 3 guys, and Cam Olds is one of them. Siash Pete was talking about how hard it is to block Cam Olds because his arms are long, and he does hand fighting very well. So Cam Olds, watch that. That's the guy we need to watch for. He is fast. And then of course you got Humphrey Grace and you got Gusta. So yeah, we got to get pressure. And the one thing that the shotgun and makes your defensive line tire out because you got to run farther to get to the quarterback. So yeah, we got to rotate. We have 8 people on the defensive line, Brad White says. So we got to use all 8 people. True Blue not at Athens this year. Yes, it's in Athens. Yes, we lost. We had a chance to beat them here last year. We just, like I said, punted the ball with on the 50-yard line with 4 minutes left, which was not good. UK for life. What did that pick six get called back for against Georgia? I don't remember what it got called back for, but man, that and still at the end of the game, don't punt the ball away. Yeah, that you can't do that. He's not going to do that again. All right, 11 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Nation. Um, Vegas. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. But we're going to 9 SEC games. So the Louisville series, it will end because of obviously we need 3 home games. They're not going to play us in Lexington every year. So yeah, we're not going to be playing Louisville, which is a shame. Nobody will like that. But hey, it's money. We got it. We got to have 7 or 8 home games every year, or we won't make money. Uh, so yeah, I don't know who they're going to pick the pods out, 3 or 4 team pods. We'll see who we get. I've seen Georgia. I've seen Tennessee. I've seen South Carolina our pod. I've seen Vanderbilt. Nobody knows. That's the big discussion tonight. If you go on any SEC football pod, is who's going to be in our pod. Look, man, at this point, it doesn't matter. Just give us some teams and start rotating. Yes, we are playing Louisville this year because the 9th game doesn't start till next year, Carl. Yes. So yeah, we're playing them this year in Louisville. But I think, yeah, then you're going to have to just, if we owe them a game, we'll just get rid of it, pay them the exit fee, and they're going to understand. They start playing Georgia anyway. So they got a home and home with Georgia going on. So uh, yeah, I mean, look, it's a money thing. Nobody wanted to see it. I knew, everybody knew. I mean, look, we knew if we went to 9 SEC games and we need 3 home games, yeah, we were going to have to do that for football. Yes, football, correct. Not for basketball. This is, yeah, right. Basketball is different. but 9 SEC football games, that leaves 3 open games. Okay, so we can't. I mean, that's a brutal schedule. Wildcat highlights. So we're not playing Louisville anymore. Probably not starting next year. Wildcat High. Yeah, next year we'll probably pay. We'll pay if there's an exit fee for that game next year. We'll pay the exit fee, and they'll want us to get out of it. They don't want to play us either. UK for Life like to see us play Mississippi State, Oklahoma instead of Texas and Ole Miss. Yeah, it'll probably be somebody near us. I'm sure Tennessee's going to be in there, guys. I mean, I wish they'd get Georgia out of there, but I've seen it South Carolina, I've seen Tennessee, Georgia, and Vanderbilt in all of ours. So I don't know. We'll see. Kentucky Blue ass whooping every year for the Ville. Well, not anymore. And I don't want to play them anymore either. Tribute, yeah. I mean, look, Jeff Brom's a good coach. You got to give it up to him. He's, if the ACC, the only thing is if the ACC doesn't stay together, and then it just disintegrates. I don't know what will happen. All right, we got 15 people, guys. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Slate tonight. I wanted to do a later live anyway, but then the news came out about the SEC league games. And Cameron McCullough, how you doing, Cameron? If you haven't subscribed, guys, hit that subscribe button. I think we are scheduled to go through 2030. Well, we'll pay him whatever the fee is. I'm sure there's an out fee. I don't know if you have to pay for every year. I don't think so. I don't. I think you get like a 1 year advance to cancel it because that's what happened to Tennessee. Nebraska did that to them. Yeah, I think it's a one time you cancel it, and there's a one time cancellation fee because that gives them another year to find somebody. So yeah, I don't. We won't pay it every year. Anthony, what's up, Anthony? Game isn't going anywhere. Well, yeah, no, yeah, that game we will play this year's game, but then next year we probably won't. Carl, nice to beat Louisville this year. Yeah, if this is the last time we play, it'd be nice to beat them. So yes, we will do the first game right here, guys. So we're watching Toledo, right? In fact, we'll do the first 3 games. I looked at my work schedule. I only work. I think I only work the South Carolina game. So we're gonna do the Toledo game right here, and hopefully we win that. UK for Life says Tennessee has 2 hard teams on their schedule. Yeah, Bama and Georgia. I don't know what the pods are. We'll see. I've heard 3 games and 4 games. I think it's going to be 3 from what everybody has said. 3 games. Oh, as my back stiffens up. So yeah, we'll see who we get. And look, guys, does it matter? I mean, at this point, I don't want to get Georgia. You know, I'd like to get Missouri. Somebody's got to play Mississippi State. That'll probably be Ole Miss. So Ole Miss will get an easy game out of this. We'll see Missouri. We'll probably get Arkansas. So we'll just see. We're going to get Tennessee and probably Georgia and maybe Vanderbilt. I think they'll give us one easy game. I say that. I don't know for sure. Um, UK for Life. Yeah, Vandy, Mississippi State, right? Arkansas. We probably won't get Arkansas, but man, we need Mississippi State or Vanderbilt because yes. So what came out of practice? They gave a stat at practice this week. In the last 3 seasons, we have led the SEC in interceptions. Our quarterbacks have thrown 48 interceptions in the last 3 years. So we do not need Calzada to be throwing picks. That's how you lose to Toledo right there. If you watch my video on how Pitt lost to Toledo in that bowl game, they threw 3 picks and 2 of them were pick sixes. I don't think Calzada will do that. And we're gonna run the clock, throw over the middle. We'll throw deep if we have to, but we're not going to get in a scoring contest with them. Mark Stoops is not that silly. So yeah, 48 interceptions in 3 seasons. Your game by game prediction. Oh, I did that last week. We can do it again real quick. I think we can be. Look, if you look at the power rankings, as I've said, we should beat Toledo, Eastern Michigan, and Tennessee Tech. That's 3. We're ranked ahead of Louisville and Vanderbilt in the power rankings. That's 5, which is why Vegas set it at 4.5. I think our 6th game, I think we could get Auburn or Tennessee. We're going to get Auburn, Tennessee, Florida. We should get one of those. We're not going to get Georgia, Texas. At South Carolina will be tough. But all we need to do is get one of Tennessee, Auburn, Florida, and we're going to get Vandy. Yeah, so that's 6 wins. So we can do 6 or 7 wins. Okay, if Lagway is hurt, and I'm hearing that he can't stay healthy for the whole year, and if he doesn't, yeah, and Auburn's coach is in a lot of trouble. So, but Auburn and Florida have good defenses. So, like I said, I'm going to put us at 6 wins. I say we beat the 3 non-coms, Vanderbilt, Louisville, and probably Auburn. So I'm calling out 6, but we could do more. Yes, yes, their Auburn's coach Hugh Freeze gets a pass on everything. 3 bad years. Stoops has 1 bad year, and he doesn't belong in the SEC. This dude's had 3 bad years, and he's just working on it. It's like, yeah, 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 it's unbelievable. All around these Vols fans. Oh, you're around Vols fans, Tennessee fans. Let me tell you what. Presence on the internet. Tennessee fans win it. Win it. Uh, hands down. They got the most presence on here. So you got to give it up to them. They love their team. GBO. I see GBO everywhere. Go Big Orange. Uh, Josh Heupel's a good coach. I hope Oklahoma fires their coach and he goes to Oklahoma because he's kicking our ass. We cannot outscore that. We cannot outscore them. We need to keep. That's the reason I think we can win 6 or 7 games. It's because we're not going to play the style we were playing under Cohen like we're in the NFL. We decided, and smartly so, we can't be outscoring people. We're just not that. We're not geared for that. So I mean, we were at one time, but things change quick in football, and we're smart to run the ball. UK for life. 2 teams to go to a bowl game in 8 years straight. Yeah, people don't give that stat out. There's only 3 SEC teams that went to 8 straight bowls, and we're one of them. Now that was in the past, so we need to pick it back up, and I think we will. And Bush Hamden, they were talking about the offensive lineman really talked about how well this offense is going to, how well they start to work together and how well they think the running game is going to be. And this is the team to run on, Toledo. They do not have any linebackers. Their defensive line, I mean, they have a 290 guy and a couple 290 guys, but it's 275, 290. We got 335. They're 6'2, 6'3. We got 6'7, 6'6 guys that are 335, 340. When you outweigh somebody by that much, so yeah, Boyer, our tight end, outweighs all their defensive ends. I looked at he weighs 260. Yeah, none of their Boyer's a big man. So yeah, we're going to be able to just pretty much run the clock. So I'm not worried about us running. We just don't need to turn the ball over or get in a playground because we will lose. The air raid will beat you if you start trying to outscore them. So let's just take it easy, get ahead and stay ahead. But all right, 14 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We'll watch the first game right here. The big news tonight is the SEC is going to 9 league games. We will play 9 games. That means we will get rid of the Louisville series. We'll have to buy them out, and because we got to have 3 home games. I mean, we got to make money. And now we'll have 5 1 year and 4 the next if you look at our league games. So yeah, Louisville's not going to play us every year in Lexington. So we will drop the Louisville series just because of mathematics and money. UK for life. My only concern is Calzada's short yards passing. I think he'll be fine. I mean, look, he was from what I could see in camp. Yeah, he's learning the routes. One thing Calzada is good at is picking up this offense. Like I said, a lot of play fakes, a lot of play action passing, a lot of deception, misdirection, and I think that's why Cutter Bully's not in there. I think Calzada's smart enough. He probably already picked up the playbook, and he hasn't been throwing it long in practice, probably for a reason. We'll see, but no, we have all 8 receivers are going to get playing time, is what Hamden said, and he said it this week again. What did he say? Yes. Wide receivers, all 10. We'll see who is the most productive. So you're gonna have to win it when the season starts. But he says right now all 8 people are gonna play. So everybody, Hardly Gilmore, everybody's gonna get their shot. So yeah. Um, so McGowan and Dowdell, they're just holding them out because they don't want to wear them out. They don't want to take hits. So yeah, Seth McGowan's not hurt. Dowdell's not hurt. They're just smartly. These guys know the offense. They know the playbook, so they don't have to get out there and get hit. So they're letting Patterson. That's how Patterson passed up my man Wilcox. Is he got out there in the summer and spring, and they were playing because they didn't want to hurt the other guys, and Patterson really started shining, so he moved up to third string. So we'll see how it goes. And like I said, we'll watch the game right here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. First game is a week from Saturday. UK for life. Hard to fathom us not playing Louisville anymore. Yeah, I mean, I remember when it started back. If you're old as we are, 60, I'm 59. Whenever it started under Bill Curry, it started back again. and we were like, man, we're playing Louisville, and yeah, I mean, it was a good while it lasted. But Clemson, South Carolina probably won't play Clemson. Florida probably won't play Florida State. It's going to end a lot of those rivalries, unless you just want to not go to playoffs or not go to a bowl game, you know. But speak of guys, where's everybody? Anybody else want to say something tonight? If you're a fan of another team, if you're a Louisville fan or a Tennessee fan, whoever, we'll take anybody in here. Speak up. We will definitely take anybody. We're sitting here talking about the SEC just announced a couple hours ago. We will be going to 9 games next year, which means we'll buy out the Louisville series and buy out that game next year, and they'll be happy about it, and we'll be happy about it. So they're playing a lot of hard teams too. So um, hey, Wildcat highlights. We could beat Georgia there. Yeah, talent. Yeah, I mean Georgia. This would be Gunnar Stockton. Yeah, make Gunnar Stockton beat you. I've said it. I did. I've got Vanderbilt and Louisville coming up this week. That's the last previews. I previewed every game, and the one thing when I looked at the stats, and I really started looking at stats, all the teams in SEC just ran all over us, and we've got some not so good quarterbacks this year. This is why the SEC might not win another national championship. I don't know about Texas. I don't know how good Arch Manning is, but yeah, I mean Jackson Arnold, Auburn, awful. Uh, Aguilar with Tennessee throws interceptions. Miller Moss for Louisville throws interceptions. Make these guys beat you. Make these quarterbacks. Other than this first game, other than Tucker Gleason, you want the other team to not run the ball on you. We would like for Toledo's not going to do that. We would like for them to try and run the ball on us, but running out of shotgun is a little tricky. So that's not going to happen. But no, we need to stop the run. We got to stop the run. Can't let people get their backs getting 150, 200 yards on us. Tennessee, Auburn, Florida, they just ran all over us because we couldn't get off the field. This year we'll be able to get up. I'm impressed with the defense so far. Rayner, they keep talking about Rayner. So they mentioned Souls Jr. for the first time today. Cam Olds, I was looking at some of the interviews. Uh, yeah, I mean, our defense is solid. So just move up out of the 40s. Let's get in the 30s, maybe in the 20 high 20s. I'll take that. But we don't need to be in the 40s in defense. And our offense cannot be 109th, and nor will it be. So I'm not worried about the offense because we pretty much got rid of everybody. So, but no, okay, 13 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Uh, yeah, guys, we got one more week here. I'm going to come on probably Saturday night, and we'll talk more about this on Saturday night. I don't know when they'll announce the pods, so I don't know. That'll probably be in the off season. I don't know if they'll do it before the season. They probably won't do it until after the season, see where everybody's at, and we'll see who our 3 or 4 common opponents are. I think it's going to be 3. Maybe we can get one easy team. That'd be nice. But yes, UK for life. I hope the front 7 can hold their own. I think they can. That's the big deal. So we know we have 8 defensive linemen. So I really like the defensive line rotation of Gusta, Humphrey Grace, Josiah Hayes. They're talking about him. Just Jackson Bunn, Gadsden, Khalil Sanders, Gerard Smith, Lorenzo Cowan, Austin Ramsey. We really got some good defensive linemen. Then you look at Cam Olds and Sam Green, who are going to play defensive end. I mean, we're probably we're good. We're good. It's just our secondary has to play well. Uh, I can't see another year. The only bad thing about Brad White is every year there's a game or two where receivers are not even covered, and you can't, or they run down the field and just are running wide open. Yeah, you can't have that. So yeah, we need to. The back end's got to play well too, but the front 7's got to stop the run. We just need to play solid, and we got a solid group of guys. So look, we did the Mark Pope thing where we went out and got people who have played. These guys have played a lot of football. I was listening to Cam Olds today. He's played in the MAC. So Cam Olds knows Toledo because he played in the MAC for 3 years. So yeah, we got a lot of experienced people. That's what we need. And then we'll see what happens next year. But anyway, Sam Green is a beast. Yeah, he is UK for life. But Cam Olds, this dude Cam Olds is so fast. Siage Pete was talking about how hard it is to block him. because his hand, he said his long arms and his hand fighting, that he's really good with his hands, putting his hands on you. So that's what I want to hear is that Siaj Pete, who's what, 6'6" or whatever, 6'7", 336, is having problems with somebody. Good. That means that person's good. Uh, but yeah, I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Man, we've been on 35 minutes already. Seems like I just got on here. We're going to stay on for a little while if you guys want to talk. Um, we're getting down to it, guys. A week from Saturday is the first game. We will watch it right here. Well, we won't watch it right here. We'll have a chat thread running, and you'll be watching the game. I'll be watching the game, and we'll chat. I'll come on before we'll do our own pregame show. The Kentucky Radio Network, it bores me to tears with Dusty Bonner and whoever that female and the other football player. I can't remember the defensive guy's name that does the pregame show, puts me to sleep. So we'll just do our own pregame show. We don't need them. Uh, so yeah, we need to win. The first game is the most important game. That's you know, and I think we'll win unless we just, you know, turn the ball over. And I don't think that's going to happen. Uh, so yeah. Well, what do you guys think? Whatever you guys want to talk about, we will talk about it. What's on your mind? If you're new, hey, speak up. If you're from another school, Louisville, Tennessee, we'll take anybody. Tennessee, Big Ten, Indiana. I'm in Evansville, so I'm across the river in Indiana. So yeah, we talk. I don't know much about Indiana's football team, except they were good last year. Yeah. So last year, UK for life. So many third and forevers. Yeah, we couldn't get off the field. The offensive line, the whole team just quit about after the fifth game, really fifth or sixth game, halfway through the year, they just quit. And then the rest of the year, they were just playing out the string. Barry and Brown, Dane Key, let them go. You know, they ain't gonna get. Barry and Brown's not even starting. He's not even on LSU's starting roster right now. As far as starting, he's a backup, but whatever. He's fast, he's good, and I like Dane Key, but this offense we can't win like that. And I agree with the running the ball and playing the Boise State offense. I agree with that. So Seth McGowan needs to go to the NFL. If he can get Ashton Genty from Boise State to the NFL. Bush Hamden had him 2 years ago. If he can help get him to the NFL, let's get Seth McGowan to the NFL. That means we had a good year. So yeah. But no, a lot of practice, a lot summer practice is ending up, and they're just sort of what I do in my notes. I lost my notes for practice. Where's my practice notes? Well, I put them somewhere. Oh, here it is. Yes, we've thrown 48 interceptions in the last 3 years. We lead the SEC in interceptions for the last 3 years. We don't want to do that. So Tom Leach threw that out on his radio show. Especially UK for life. Brown was very fast, but couldn't catch very well. Yeah, I mean, especially in traffic. Yeah, I mean, he was good in the red zone. He caught some touchdowns, but he was just complaining. Both him and Key, they want 7, 8 catches a game, and it's just not going to happen in this offense. I'm glad Cohen is gone, and we got rid of that out of our system. That we were going to try to run that kind of an offense because it was not going to keep working. I think people figured us out, and yeah. But notes from practice, I was saying that Bush Hamden said 4 different running backs. He will call plays according to the strengths of whichever back is in. Well, we know if Dowdell's in there, it's short yardage, so we know what he can do. But we know Wilcox can't catch, so he's not going to. What he's saying is, I'll play to the strengths of whichever backs I have in there, and all 4 backs will play, is what he said. And we're not playing 2 quarterbacks. If you just came in, we are playing 1 quarterback, Zach Calzada. Now, could he be lying and just saying that? Yeah, I mean, if it gets to be a blowout, we'll cut her. Or if we're doing poorly, will Cutter Bully come in? Maybe. Hopefully not. I don't see how Calzada can mess this up. Really, to be honest with you, he's played enough football. This offense is, he should be able to do well in this. They're not asking him to throw for more than about 200 yards. So 200 yards rushing, 200 yards passing. That's the Boise State offense. So look, he should be able to throw 200 yards. I mean, he was good when he was with A&M, so he's played in this league, so I'm sure he's not going to be, scared of anybody or anything. I mean, he beat Alabama, Nick Saban, so I mean, yeah, he's been around. He's not going to be afraid of Toledo. Okay, come on, it's Toledo. Uh, so yeah, I like him. I like his attitude. He isn't saying anything, nor should he. Just be quiet, and then when the season starts, we'll figure it out real quick. Um, all right, we got 13 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. What do we want to talk about? We talked about the quarterback situation. Yeah, I'm glad Bo Allen is our third quarterback. To be honest with you, not that I want anybody to get hurt. Knock on wood, but it's good we got Bo Allen as a as a third quarterback. So we got three, and we got the freshman kid. I can't remember who's all world. So yeah, Stone Saunders, I think. Addison, welcome, Addison. I was getting tired of talking to myself. Addison says, "What do you think about Arkansas football doing a 3 minute post game handshake?" I don't know what a 3 minute. Oh, so they can get everybody before fans rush the field. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand what the rule is now. Addison, what is the rule for rushing the field? If you rush the field, it's a lot of money. And I don't know how a 3 minute handshake. If somebody wants to run the field, rush the field, and they're going to get on the field, right? I mean, there's 60,000 people in that stadium. If 5,000 people want to get on the field, they're probably going to get on the field. So yeah, I don't know I don't know how you remedy that. You know, uh, if we beat Texas, the number one team, you don't think we're going to rush the field? I mean, come on. Uh, I understand they're trying not to get people hurt, but come on. Basketball court's worse than a football field. I mean, on a basketball court, there's no room at all. You can get smashed. On a football field, at least there's 100 yards. Jesus, you get inside of a gym, man, basketball is way more dangerous to me than football. 3 minute handshake to avoid a big fine. Oh, Addison, is that, yeah, well, I guess if the commissioner lets that stand, I don't know. Are you going to sit there 1001 when you got to 180? I mean, that's a long ass handshake. I don't want to stay on the field and shake somebody's hand, even if I liked it. If it was a girl, I don't know how to shake hands for 3 minutes. But yeah, I don't know how that's going to work out. I hope we get hey, listen, if we have that problem, Madison, it's been a good year. It means we beat somebody. I think we're going to get somebody. I think we can get Old Miss. I mean, I think we can get somebody that we're not supposed to get. I think we can get maybe we could get Georgia. Maybe we could get Texas. I mean, look, Vanderbilt almost got them last year. They could have won that game. They only beat Vandy by 3. I mean, you catch them on a bad day. Uh, I mean, so we shall see. All right, I got 9 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. And the big news tonight is the SEC is going to 9 league games, which means we will drop Louisville. And I know everybody in here, the 9 people that are in here right now, um, nobody wants to drop Louisville, but you can't, you got to have home games. And yeah, we got to have 3 home games. And Louisville's not going to play us every year in Lexington, so we will pretty much have to drop them. And they will understand. It's about money. Uh, but we shall see. Yes. I'm sure we got the terms have not been for us to go to 9 league games. That means we got paid very well. Every team, all 16 teams got a lot of money because there was a lot of money on the table. I think it was an extra $1 million per team. It was something like 16 million. Unless I read this wrong, I think we got $1 million to play that ninth game. I mean, man, I mean that's a lot of money for one game. Something like that. May have been more than that. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens with that. But no, we need to worry about Toledo right now because they are good, and I know they're sitting there. Their coach is really good coach. Cam Olds, who played at Kent State, was talking about how good their coach was, and he's been there a long time. He's got a winning record. He's got a winning record in the MAC. He's got a winning record for his career. So yeah, it's not somebody you want to mess around with. Um, But yeah, we just got a bad draw with this Tucker Gleason. Their quarterback is the real deal. So we need to run the ball and run the clock and don't turn the ball over. If we don't turn the ball over and we win time of possession, we should win this game. Dave, Drew B. What's up, Drew? Hey, Toledo grad. Well, tell us. We've been sitting here bragging on. What's up, brother? We've been sitting here bragging on Toledo's coach, Toledo's wide receiver, Vandross. I don't know how he's still on your team. And we've been bragging about Tucker Gleason. He's going to be in the NFL. I'm telling you right now, that guy's going to play in the NFL. It will not be an easy game. 3 games in the next 4 years with us. Oh, is that how many we're playing? Okay, well then, hey, just get Tucker Gleason to the NFL. We'll take your next quarterback. We just don't want this guy. This is the man. You don't see too many people like him who can run. He's not fast, but he's smart. He runs smart. He knows when to run and where to run. He can get 4, 5, 6 yards just like that. Gleason is tough. Yes. Yes, Drew B. He is very tough. And that coach is tough. Your coach is tough. I mean, look, man, this is the line went from 12.5 to 7.5. Now, we can run the ball. If we can run the ball on you, and that's probably what we'll do, we just need to, we cannot lose the turnover battle. We can't get in a scoring contest. We can't have the game in the 30s. We don't want to beat you 42-38. Forget that. We need 31-21. Yeah. And we need to not turn the ball over because you will make us pay. And if it's close at the end of the game, Tucker Gleason can go on a game winning drive. So, yeah, we need to run the clock and run the ball. And don't mess around with these guys. Don't mess around with you guys because you are good. I did a Tucker Gleason. I did, well, how we could lose. You can go back and look at my how we could lose to Toledo, and I broke it. We watched film on Tucker Gleason, and I didn't know who he was, but man, he's good. Playing in the shotgun. You play the air raid, Drew. You play what we played many years ago. We had the first coach to bring that in 1997. Brought that offense into the college football world, and now everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people played it. So, thoughts on Chip Trainum? Yeah, I mean, he was hurt, so I really don't know what he can do. Running out of the shotgun, you guys didn't run for a lot of yards because you're in the shotgun all the time. Well, it's hard to. You're just running a draw play. You're just faking it, and then every once in a while you give it to them. So it's hard to run out of shotgun. I think you only averaged 116 yards rushing last year, was like 90th. But look, if anybody's going to run, it's not Trainum I'm worried about. It's Gleason because the quarterback surveys the field. If nobody's open, he takes off. And that's what will get us beat is him running the ball. On the goal line, guess what? Quarterback draw, because he's a big dude and he can get in the end zone. So we got to watch for the quarterback draw as much as we do Chip Trainum. And you got another running back they talked about today, transfer. I can't remember his name from a smaller school. Um, but no, Chip Trainum, we'll see because we didn't get to see him because he got hurt. He was good in high school, so we'll see. I'm sure he'll be stoked to play us. We got 11 people on Thomas, Kentucky Football Nation. Drew, we're going to watch the game right here. If you get bored watching that game, we're going to have a chat thread. We can't show the game, but I'll have a chat thread running for the game. So, man, come get in the chat thread Saturday after next. Yeah, I mean, we respect everybody here. We definitely respect Toledo's coach and their quarterback and their man. That one receiver you guys got, Vandross. Damn, he's good. He can play in the SEC. He could start for us. He could start for a lot of teams. So yeah, Drew, I'll be at the game. Oh, well, there you go. Right behind the bench. Oh, well, there you go, brother. Well, never mind. Well, send us a message. Get on and tell us that. I mean, that's good. That's good that you get to sit right behind the bench. Uh, hey, the line went from 12.5 to 7.5. So that means people are betting money on Toledo. So we shall see. It will not be an easy game. We have 15 people. I'm Tom, this is Kentucky Football Nation. We're talking about the first game, Toledo. Of course, the big news tonight is the SEC went to 9 league games. So we will drop Louisville now. Almost. In fact, we'll have to drop Louisville. Drew says, appreciate the insight. Good luck next Saturday. Well, thank you, brother. We're going to need some luck because your quarterback is good. He's going to be playing on Sunday. That's how good he is. I've already heard him say late round draft pick. I believe it. He's good. Coach is good. I mean, look, uh, yes, have fun in Lexington, man. Have fun, at the game, and good luck, man. And hey, may the best team win. If you're better, then you're better. What are we gonna do? We got 14 people. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We're talking with a Toledo grad here. We liked everybody here. We'll take Louisville fans, Tennessee fans, anybody. And anybody that's a college football fan, if you're another team, shout it out. We're talking about the SEC is going to 9 league games. It was announced a couple of hours ago that we will play 9 league games starting next year. We will be in a pod with three. We'll get 3 teams and rotate everybody else. Who the 3 teams will be, no one knows. That's the big. If you go on any SEC top tonight podcast, that's what they're talking about. Who's our pod going to be? It doesn't really matter to us guys. We just got to line up and play whoever it is. But nine league games is going to be brutal. This is not basketball. The big difference between basketball and football. Look, I like basketball as much as I like football, and we will do basketball here. But man, football, you got to have 50 really good players, and basketball, you have 5 good players, and you can win a title. But not in football. You got to have backups, and it's a whole different animal. So I know our football fans get frustrated, but it's hard to win. I asked South Carolina, Ole Miss. They haven't won anything either. So, you know, uh, 6 teams have won a title since like 1950. They gave us one in 1951, by the way. We're going to claim it. I saw some story about Alabama claimed some titles. Was it Alabama or Auburn or somebody claimed titles? Maybe it was Auburn. Uncle Lou was talking about that. They gave us a title for 1951 Bear Bryant because they didn't play. They did the national champion before the bowl games. We beat Oklahoma, who was the number 1 team, undefeated. We would have been the national championship. So we claim it. So, hey, we've won 1 national championship in football, by God. Go back and watch my Bear Bryant video. For those of you who want to know some history on Kentucky football, go back and watch my Bear Bryant video because he was our second best coach. Go Cats. AFIO's here. What's up, AFIO? Brother, we're just sitting here talking about 9 SEC league games, the Toledo game. Practice has been going well. I was impressed with Cam Old's interview, and Siaj Pete says it's hard to block him, and that's what I want to hear. Is when one of our best offensive linemen can't block or having problems with our defensive end. That's a good day. And I just put a video up of 4 players: Cam Olds, Sam Green, Rayner, and Souls Jr. I did a 4-person. We did tape on them. I just put it out, I think yesterday or day before yesterday. We watched film on them, and you see how fast Cam Olds is. You're like, man, that dude's fast for a big dude. That's what we need. Go Catch, yes. What's on your mind, AFIO? What do you guys? We've been here an hour already. All right, well, I'm gonna stay on a little bit longer. Um, but yes, first game, gotta win the first one. If we don't win the first one, this will be I don't know, it'll be a sad. We're gonna have to be all on suicide watch, I think. But I mean, it wouldn't ruin the season, but we could still pick it up. But yeah, you want to get that first one out of the way. All right, we got 10 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. If you're new, hey, speak up. We're sitting here talking about the first game, which is a week from Saturday. There are a lot of games on this Saturday. Western Kentucky plays, and so yeah, there's a lot of games for this first next Saturday. But of course, ours is not until the 30th, so we have to blow one more week. I'll be previewing um, Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt and Miller Moss and Louisville. AFIO, I'm excited for college football. Yes, week 0. You're still, yes, college sports, yes. And then we'll get basketball going. So once we get basketball and football going, then it'll be wow. I'll be putting out some basketball shorts. I'm working on those right now. I'll be putting out football, but then I'll put out some basketball shorts too, just to get a little excited about basketball. But no, we need to win that first football game. And yes, so, but no, what you guys' thoughts on the first game? It's down to 7.5 in Vegas. So, the point total hasn't changed. It's still 48.5 points, but it opened up at 12.5. Now it's down to 7.5 points. Normally you'd see the point total go up or down, but no. So they just think it's going to be a close, lower scoring, close game. I mean, 48 points, that's like 31-21, 48.5. So yeah, I don't care what we win by as long as we win. But yes. All right, we got 13 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. AFIO. I like I like you doing football. Yep. Oh well, thank you. Does football? No, no one will take on football. That's why I decided. You know what? Nobody else wants to. I mean, there's a few people. The Big Blue podcast or Big Blue fan. There's one loyal fan show or whatever. There's a couple people that, but not like I do. Like I went in depth on who we're playing. And I previewed all the games. Like I said, you go back and watch. Some guy chewed me out about Tennessee Tech tonight. I had to block him. He got on there and he wrote like, I mean, a book of telling me that you don't know what you're talking about Tennessee. I'm like, dude, it's Tennessee Tech. I just blocked the guy. I figured, dude, it must took you an hour to write that long of a thread and telling me I didn't even say anything bad about him. So I don't know what the guy. I didn't even read all his text. He was just telling me, you know what you're talking about, and I thought, well, okay, then I'll just block you, and you don't have to listen to me anymore. Chris Sisk. Chris, nice to meet you. I don't think I've seen you before. What's your thoughts on the new O line? I love it, man. Love our new O line. I mean, I was stoked when we got Siaj Pete. So we have now. Here's what Mark Stoops said. We got 8 linemen. We need to find 9 and 10. So yes, here's our 8 stellar. I mean, Joshua Braun, Jagger Burton, who is coming along. I heard he can snap the ball. Jagger Burton, Joshua Braun, Jalen Farmer, Siaj Pete, huge dude. Alex Wolfslager, Malachi Wood, Evan Wilberly from Western Kentucky, Rob Fogler. So we got 2 centers, we got guards. We just need to. We got 8 solid. Stoops said we're looking for 9 and 10 as far as the rotation. So I love our O line, man. I think you're going to see. You're not going to recognize our team if I am right about this. If we are running the Boise State offense as Boise State runs it, you will not recognize the offense we're running. You'll be like, what team is this? It's Boise State offense. Hey, Christopher Reese. What's up, Christopher? Bringing back the big blue wall. Absolutely. Dude, yes, this is a lot of one back sets. If you haven't seen my video on the Bush Hamden Boise State offense, I posted a couple weeks ago. Go back and watch that video. I talk about the basic formations. It's a lot of misdirection, a lot of play action passing. I mean, I thought it was just power running, but it's not. And Boise State put a running back in the NFL for the Raiders, Ashton Genty. Bush Hamden had Genty 2 years ago. So he helped Genty get started, and he helped him get to the NFL. So if he can get Genty to the NFL, let's get Seth McGowan to the NFL because that's what they're talking about. Seth McGowan is being looked at by NFL scouts. AFIO, what player you most like to see on offense and defense? Offense, Seth McGowan. As I said in my video on the Bush Hamden offense, a running back has to be the star of the show, not the quarterback. Running back. So I'm excited to see McGowan on defense, man. I got a feeling about this Cam Olds dude, this defensive end. I know we got Gusta and we got Humphrey Grace, but this dude Cam Olds has a motor. I just did a video on Cam Olds, so you can go back and watch it 2 days ago. I did 4 different players. He was one of them. I put one video. In fact, if UK highlights is on here, I used his highlights. But yeah, Cam Olds, this dude that's from Kent State, which was a lousy MAC team, but this dude is. I mean, I think I'm excited about him. But yeah, we need to play together as a unit. I'd just like to see our defense stop the run and get off the field. I mean, stop them on third down. Toledo was not good on third down, by the way. If you look at their now, that doesn't mean anything. That could just mean they scored quick, but they were below average on third down, which surprised me. But they run the air raid, so uh, we shall see. But yeah, Seth McGowan and anybody, I'll take anybody on defense, but they've been bragging on Rayner, so we'll see. He was talking about well, no, Brad White had a press conference today and he mentioned that. AFIO, would you be surprised if we blew Toledo out? Yes, I'd be surprised if we blew them out. Chris Sisk, the next shutdown cornerback. I like both our cornerbacks, but AFIO, I'd be surprised if we blew them out because Tucker Gleason is a NFL quarterback, and the air raid always has you in the game. And the air raid, as you know, we ran the air raid with Tim Couch and Jared Lorenzen, and it keeps you in the game. It would surprise me if we blew them out. Well, both our cornerbacks, Lovett and Waller. I mean, they both got to be good. But I mean, they're both about the same size. They're both tall. They're both fast. So I don't know who is better as far as, or I don't know if Lovett is better than Waller or Waller's better than Lovett. I'll tell you what, whoever is on number two for Toledo, number two, Vandross is a wide receiver. He's a 4-4 guy. That's our best cornerback in Mark Stoops' mind, because you're going to put your best guy on their best receiver because he can run a 4-4 and he is the real deal. So whoever guards number two is our best cornerback. That'll be your hint. That's my hint for you, Chris. Uh, Little inside baseball just between us football fans. You won't get that on the SEC podcast or people who don't know what the hell they're talking about. We're going to only want to go in 3 games. Wow, that took a lot of effort for somebody. And they're only going to win 3 games. There's a schedule. Wow, that took a lot of thought, didn't it? AFIO. I like Hardaway. Well, we'll see. I'm sitting here shaking the camera, sitting here hitting the camera. I like Hardaway. Yeah. Um, we'll see. We got a lot of good defensive backs, guys. Our defensive backfield is just loaded. You got Hardaway, Nichols, Quaysheed Scott. They've talked about him. Jaden Smith. They've talked about him. Addison. I mean, we got 8 solid defensive backs: cornerback, safety, free safety, safety, strong safety. I mean, we got a good defensive backfield. It's the strength of our defense. That's what Brad White keeps saying, and that's what Stoops keeps saying. Well, they need to show it. Because if you leave somebody uncovered on this guy that we're playing, Tucker Gleason, he will find that guy. This is not Lenore Sellers. Okay, this guy is going to be one of the best quarterbacks we play all year. Okay, he's going to the NFL. That's how good he is. He plays in the shotgun. It's going to be hard to get a pass rush because he's already in the shotgun. If he fades back about 3 or 4 steps, he's already 10 or 12 steps behind you. So yeah, I mean, we really got to get to this. We got to be on point in this game. We got to confuse him as best we can and stop number two, because number two will beat us. And he's only 5'10", but that dude should be playing in a bigger league, and he's not. I don't know how much they paid him. His name is Vandross. You will see him. And if you watch my film on how to lose to Toledo, I put up a video. If you haven't seen that, guys, go back and watch that. Yeah, we talk about Vandross. And I mean, he did it to Pitt. He did it to everybody. So, yes, our defense has to be on point. This needs to be a low scoring game for us. We need to keep this 31-21, 35-20, whatever. Just don't let them, if they score 30 points on us, we're in trouble. That's the danger line. If they get to 30, we're in trouble. So, yeah, keep it low. They cannot stop the run. So, their linebackers are awful. Their defensive line is small. Our offensive line outweighs them by, 20 to 40 pounds at some positions. Christopher Reese, I hope Kroger is max capacity for kickoff. Well, I think it will be, Christopher. You know what? I think they might surprise you. I think people are going to come out. I think there's going to be a lot of Toledo fans that come to that game, people that come to see it. I mean, we'll see. We hit 92% last year, and we had a crappy team, and we still hit 92% capacity. So, uh, let's see. I mean, I'd hate to see us not sell it out. Tucker Gleason's worth the price. I think people will come just to see Tucker Gleason. To be honest with you, uh, if somebody's in Ohio and they just want to drive down for a game, they might do it. So, AFIO, we roll out 3-0, beat South Carolina. Man, beating South Carolina at home in South Carolina will be tough. Supposedly their defense is not that good. Sellers wasn't a great passer. When we play them, we cannot make mistakes. Yeah. So we'll see, dude. Let's get the first one. Get that first one. And if we could get Ole Miss in that second one, you know, like I said, we need to be 2-2 at the very least. Uh, but if we could be 3-1 going into the fifth game, that'd be great. Going into that Georgia game. I think we play the fifth game of the year. My magical schedule. Yes, fifth game is Georgia. Georgia has not lost at home since 2019, an SEC home game. So they're due. Maybe we could get them. We should have got them last year. Punt the ball with 4 minutes left when you're on the midfield. I still don't know what the hell is in his mind. Still don't know what, man. But no, all right, we got 12 people. I'm Tom, this is Kentucky Football Nation. If somebody doesn't know who this is, we'll do the Toledo game right here. We'll have a chat thread running during the game. We'll come on early. AFO, Hugh Freeze, get off that hot seat. Yep. Auburn, Hugh Freeze. Yeah, and Billy Napier in Florida. And we don't play Oklahoma, but Venerables in Oklahoma. So, yes, hopefully Hugh Freeze. Jackson Arnold is an awful quarterback, guys. They took. I mean, look, he can throw a 15-yard pass. Now he can run. Once again, just he can throw a 15-yard pass. He can run. We should get them, but their defense is good. So you know what? We need to get some people. We have the defensive and the offensive line to win some games, as long as the quarterback doesn't mess it up, and I don't think he will. We will be good. Christopher Reese. If we're 4-0, listen, brother. If we're 4-0, by the time we go to Georgia, that's house money because we play Texas. Do we play Texas after that? Yeah, we play Georgia and Texas, dude. If we were 4-0, that's house money on either one of those guys. I mean, we should be loose as hell. Uh, so yeah, uh, we'll be college game day. If we're 4-0, if Georgia's 4-0 and we're 4-0, we could get college game day there. I haven't seen the schedule for the fourth week of the season, but yeah, that'd be a college game day one. Why not? Uh, yeah, we will see. Randy's doing his own podcast tonight. We usually get Randy from How About Those Effing Dogs, but he's doing his own podcast tonight. And he says Gunnar Stockton is fine, but we need to make Gunnar Stockton beat us because we do not need to let running backs beat us. Yes, Georgia is our fourth game, AFO. Yes, correct. I had to look it up. Yes. It's Toledo, Ole Miss, Eastern Michigan, South Carolina, Georgia, Texas is our fifth game. Sixth game, Tennessee. You look at that. God, I mean, we're going to non-league games, everybody. For the people that are left here, we've been going for an hour. I'll go for 20 more minutes or so, 30 more minutes. But yeah, we're gonna go to non-league games, and man, I mean, it's just not gonna be pretty. And we will drop Louisville, and yes, we will have to. So we are down to six people. All right, guys. Whoever's left in here, seven. Well, we gained a person while I was talking. Welcome. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. If you're new, shout yourself out. Ask a question if you're from another school. We take anybody's fans. We had a Toledo fan in here. We had Georgia in here last week. We've had Tennessee, Louisville fans in here. We're respectful to everybody. Uh, but yes, we just do not. We have the eighth hardest schedule in the nation, 2 years in a row. So at least going to nine league games, we're going to get a pod and we'll get our schedule changed because Jesus can't keep playing Georgia, Texas, you know, back to back. That's just murder's row there. But yeah, Vandy and Louisville is two games we got to get. If we want to go to a bowl, it goes through Vandy and Louisville. Got to get those two. Got to get Toledo. Got to get Eastern Michigan. Got to get Tennessee Tech. Got to get Louisville. Got to get Vanderbilt. That's the power rankings. The numbers say we can win those five games. So we got to get those five games. If we don't get those, then yeah, we're in a little bit of trouble there. So, but we shall see. All right, guys. Well, we have been going for an hour. I'm gonna stay on here a little while, see who pops in. If you're just popping in, hey, speak up. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. We're talking about the big news tonight that everybody else in college football is talking about. The SEC is going to nine league games, announced a couple hours ago. It is official. We will play nine games. So nobody wants to drop Louisville. I don't. But we don't have a choice now because we need a we need three home games. Louisville's not going to play us at home every game. So, AFO, where'd your love for Kentucky football come from? When I was in the Air Force and I was stationed in Mississippi, Columbus, Mississippi, which is 30 miles from Starkville, and I was stationed in Montgomery, which is close to Auburn. So I started learning about, football. I knew basketball was good. I knew we had a football team, but yeah, then I learned that, oh, okay, we have a football team. They weren't that good, but we were okay. We had Jerry Claiborne playing the white tackle six, if you guys are old, in the 80s there. But that's where I started learning the love of football. I met in the Air Force. It was a lot of football fans. It wasn't basketball fans back then. It was football fans. I met Florida fans, Alabama fans, yeah, fans, Texas, I mean, Oklahoma. I met people from all over the country. So football was huge. And that's when I said, "Hey, Kentucky, we have a football team." But man, some years it was tough. But my love of football came from just I love football in general, and then of course once I was down there and I started going and watching other teams, uh, I started saying, "Hey, Kentucky, we're more than basketball. What do you know?" Uh, oh yeah, yeah, AFO. It came out just a couple hours ago. Breaking news. I put it in a little post. Breaking news. Yeah, we will play a ninth game next year, which means we'll drop Louisville. We'll buy them out, and we will not play them because we will need 3 home games. So we will play 9 league games. We'll be in a pod with 3 permanent teams. Whoever they assign us, nobody knows who's going to be whose pod. 3 teams, and then we'll rotate everybody else. That's going to be the new deal. So there goes the end of the Louisville, and they're going to start playing Georgia, so they're going to want to get rid of that game too. So I say that maybe they don't. Um, yeah, we got to drop them. Yep, don't have a choice because we got to have 3 home games to make money. Because now you're looking at 9 SEC games. You'll have 4 home games one year and 5 the next. So yeah, you got to have 3 home games guaranteed non-conference. And Louisville's not going to cut an election every year, so that's the end of that. Uh, you know, it's nothing more than that. If anybody tries to say it's scared, it ain't got nothing to do with scared. It's got to do with money. We got it's a business, guys. Okay, at the end of the day. Uh, they're going to come out and say they don't want to. They're going to do the right thing and say we don't want to drop them, but they're going to drop them. Just Matt Jones said. I agree with Matt Jones. Taught me that. That yes, we need a home game. Christopher Reese. We own Louisville. Well, we have lately. And we own. I think we're a couple games ahead in that series. We're about 4 or 5 games ahead. I mean, look, Jeff Brom is good. Uh, I mean, like I said, if you can win at Purdue, you can win anywhere. So it would. I mean, we need to win this year. Let's if this is the last game, let's go in there. I mean, they're going to throw the ball and we're going to run the ball. By the time we get to that, guys, yeah, I mean, they're going to be beat up and we're going to beat up. So we'll see how it goes. Um, it's cold and it's November. It's at the very end of November. So let's just run the ball right down their throat and make them tackle us. By God. Uh, so I think our run game is gonna. You're not gonna recognize our run game this year. AFL, that's handcuffing the league and also beating up SEC teams. Yeah, but you know what? There's a lot of money. I forgot how many $1 million a team, 16 teams got for this game, but it was a lot. I think it was $2 or $3 million a team. So we got like $2 or $3 million just to play this game. So look, at the end of the day, we we took the money. The SEC took the money. That's what it's about now, guys. Uh, we're just gonna have to do it. I mean, we're just got to line up and do it, and you know, yeah, it does hurt because that means 8 of the 16 teams are going to lose an extra game. But it'll get more teams. They're going to go to 16-team playoff. So we'll see if the SEC gets guaranteed spots or whatever. We'll see. I don't know how it's going to shake out. I've seen all kinds of. I can't keep up with scenarios of what we're going to do, and we just ourselves, Kentucky, we just got to line up and play some football. And I think we have committed funds to football. And all people are trying to say, if you hear this on the internet that we haven't, I keep seeing Tennessee guys, Sports Talk Jay, man. I like you, Jay. I know you're not one of the 9 people in here. He keeps saying we don't have money for football. Dude, listen, we have money for football. Will we spend it? Yeah, we're going to have to spend it now. We don't have a choice. Uh, so, all right, guys, I'm gonna go a few more minutes. Whatever you want to talk about. I got 9 people in here. Speak if there's anything you guys want to talk about. I'm gonna go a few more minutes. Yeah, oh yeah, I can go a few more minutes. Um, we'll talk about. Hey, man, the first game is the most important game. We cannot lose the first game. That would be devastating. And that team is good enough that they can upset us. So, not by the power rankings because they're ranked 74th and we're ranked 34th. So yeah, there's 40 spots difference. We should win this game by 7 and 8. The line is down to 7.5 from 12.5. So the line, people are betting Toledo, but it's sucker bet. Just go ahead and bet them. If you bet right now, take Kentucky in the 7.5 because we're gonna win. We should win that by 7.5. I mean, but now, what do you guys want to talk about? Are you a Colts or Bengals fan? Christopher says. No, I don't really have an NFL team. I play fantasy football, so we're going to have a live Saturday instead of Sunday. I don't really have a football team. All my coworkers are Colts fans, and I don't live near you guys in Lexington, so you're Bengals fans. No, I don't have a team. I just watch the games, and but I like players, but I don't have a team. AFO, JMI recruiting concerns me. Nah, you know what? I know Matt Jones has made a lot about JMI being difficult. Hey, Matt Jones is difficult. So, dude, let's just hold up here. We two sides to every story. I like Matt, but I mean, supposedly Mitch Barnhart came out and said they still have control over what players they get and how the money's distributed. So let's see how it works. We'll find out real quick, AFO, if it's a concern, but it's not supposed to be. And I don't. I mean, I like Matt Jones, but come on, man. And hey, before I get off here, guys, KSR. What has happened to KSR? And they talk about football for like 5 minutes every hour, and it's like, guys, nobody's. I mean, I know you can't talk about football that much, but Jesus, I mean, the callers don't talk about football. I mean, come on, man. I got to come on here and get on YouTube for you to find out about football because even KSR is not really talking up the football. I mean, they try with their little podcast and their YouTube videos. Nick Roush, and I like Nick Roush. He's a smart guy, but man, let's get excited for football. Okay. Um, all right, guys. Before anything else you want to talk about, We're going to do one Saturday, so I think we'll have a lot more people on Saturday. Everybody's doing a podcast right now. They're calling them emergency podcast. Everybody's doing an emergency podcast tonight because the SEC announced there's going to be 9 league games instead of 8. So I didn't expect a lot of people to be in here tonight, and there are not. But I like you diehards, AFO, Christopher. Um, yeah, I mean. We had a Toledo fan in here tonight, so that was great. That was great. Yeah. Well, okay. I will do one Saturday. Maybe we'll have some more people in here, guys. If you guys want to do one Saturday, I'll do it this time again. Let's do it at 8 o'clock on Saturday night, and either 7:30 or 8. I'll put it out. I'll put it out. Look at my announcement. Let's do 8 o'clock. What the hell? People stay up. It's Saturday. So yeah, let's do 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern this Saturday. And then we'll do one more before that to watch your parties out. Thank you. Oh yeah, we're gonna watch the game, guys. We're just trying to get to the game. What's coming out this week? I got a Fred Ferrier. I got Diego Pavia. Then I got Vanderbilt. Then I got as the next weeks. Then I got a Fred Ferrier, and then I got Miller Moss, and then Louisville. So that'll end it, and then we'll start. Yes, just be here on the 30th, a week from Saturday. And I may get on. Well, we'll get on at the beginning of the week and talk about the games that were played. So, all right, guys. Well, I'll end this one for tonight, and we'll call it a night at an hour and 18 minutes. I enjoyed. Thanks for coming in here, guys. AFO, Christopher, everybody that I didn't get. Wildcat Highlights was in here. Big Blue was in here. So, hey, I'll schedule one for Saturday night. Come back Saturday night, and I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about because I don't know when they're going to announce the pods. As I said, I think they'll wait till the season's over before they announce the pods, but we'll see. All right, guys. Well, look, I'll sign off for tonight. I'll put out one for Saturday, 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. Meet right back here. And as I said, we will do 11 of the 12 games. I'm showing that my work schedule has me available to do every game except for the South Carolina game. So we'll do every single game. And we'll do some basketball games. We'll even do basketball. So we're going to have a busy fall and a busy winter. So it's going to get cold and it's going to get dark, but we're going to be right here watching basketball, watching football. Football's our main thing, but we'll do a little basketball. All right, guys. Well, look, be careful tomorrow if you're going to work. People drive crazy, and be safe out there. And I'll see you guys Saturday night. Turn on notifications and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Everybody have a good night.